Hey guys, it's iDez15 here, back with another video this time, and we're doing another WWE pay-per-view review video today, and we're doing it on Elimination Chamber 2022. So, yeah, if you guys are kind of wondering why I'm doing this later than I usually do, it's just, I did mention this, in my predictions, but I don't think, and I just checked back on it, and no one's watched it yet. I think if I checked on it again a little bit during the interlude with this recording, no one's watched it. It's really getting me discouraged about this challenge, thinking if I should continue it or anything like that. But I don't know. Like I said, we're doing a review. We did the predictions. We're gonna do the review, and then also Royal Rumble. I am gonna be doing a review of that, and then we're gonna do WrestleMania. I'm gonna be doing a review on WrestleMania also, but no NXT Stand and Deliver. I've just not I've been way too out of NXT because since they were that 2.0 thing. So, but yeah, as far as the show really goes to, it was okay. Again, I will be honest. I really can't say I'm just too excited for this pay-per-view going into it. I think mostly because the whole Saudi Arabia thing and yeah, it's a little early and stuff. I also didn't like it was just early and stuff like that. But yeah, we got that. But just to go over real quick before we go into it, the pre-show with it basically had The Miz and Rey Mysterio, which I didn't know they were going to be on the pre-show. I thought they would throw someone else, but you know what? That's what I expected. Rey Mysterio won, and basically after that, The Miz is going to be getting someone to even the odds between the Mysterios, which we wonder who it is. Is because he said it was someone he knows a guy, but or like an old friend or something on the lines of that. But who is it? Because Morrison was released from the company, and I don't know if they're going to just bring him back for a second time on this decade. And a lot of people were thinking it's Cody. Maybe it could be Cody, but again, who knows with the rumors going on. But yeah. Besides that, I did miss the pre-show because I didn't know anything was going to be on it. But yeah. Overall, that's pretty much it for kind of an intro thing. Now let's go on with the first match on the which the first match on the card is the Universal Championship match, which I didn't expect to be first, but then again, should have expected at least a championship match at the beginning of the show, or the Elimination Chamber match. But yeah, we have the Universal Championship match with Roman Reigns defending his championship against Goldberg, the dream match that we all been waiting for 2 years, and which we could have had back at WrestleMania, but then again, in 2 years ago. But yes, but again, COVID hit, everything was thrown in amok, everything. I don't know. I can go on forever about how 2020 was probably one of the worst years. I can go on forever about that, but I am not. Okay, but yeah. Overall, this match was pretty good, I will say, but at the same time, I just looked how long it took on how much the time was on this match on Wikipedia, and it was only 6 minutes. I didn't realize that, but then again, it was a few back and forths, a few spears from Goldberg, and then Roman locked in the guillotine after we reversed the jackhammer, and it just ultimately just led to just Roman winning. Again, I'm not gonna go too long with this, but it was a good match. But again, it's not like something even I would like. I know I'm kind of like being what MDT said, but I'm kind of quoting what he said, and in some cases, but yeah, even I won't go back and watch it again. And I don't even know if I'm gonna watch Elimination Chamber again, but I don't know. But yeah, this match was pretty good, but again, it's just a little bit of a iffy stuff. It's just kind of like an okay at the end of the day. But yeah, let's go on. Next up on the card, we have the Women's Elimination Chamber match, where the winner goes to face the Raw Women's champion and at WrestleMania. Since again, Ronda won, and she's going against Charlotte again, which we are getting close to again. But yeah, Overall, we have Rhea Ripley, Bianca Belair, Nikki ASH, or Nikki Cross. Again, hate that name. I can go on forever about that, but we have Doudrop, Liv Morgan, and Alexa Bliss returning, and like I said, we're gonna be, and yeah, this is a Elimination Chamber match. That's like I said, Bianca's coming in last, as like I said, but yeah. This match was pretty good overall, but again, I think it started out with Nikki Cross and Liv Morgan as far as I think so. But again, like I said, and it was very slow in some cases. Nikki Cross was eliminated by Rhea Ripley, which I was kind of already expecting her to be eliminated first and be eliminated by Rhea. Second was Doudrop, and she was eliminated by Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan was eliminated by Alexa Bliss. Rhea, I'm trying to remember who was eliminated her. Or yeah, it was Bianca Belair, and then Alexa Bliss eliminated Bianca Belair. And yeah, I'm looking at on Wikipedia on it. I'm so sorry about that big light, but yeah. And then, like I said, Bianca was basically just showing a lot during this match, including doing kind of just reversing the DDT into going to like a flip and stuff like that. But yeah, kind of like a handspring and stuff like that. But yeah, Bianca wins the match. Eliminating Alexa Bliss. She's going on to WrestleMania to face the Raw Women's Champion, and that was a pretty good choice. Yeah, Bianca was one of my picks, even though I kind of expected Alexa to win. But yeah, I'm glad that Bianca wins. One of my picks wins, and yeah, let's just move on with the rest of the card. Next up, we have a tag team match with Ronda Rousey and Naomi teaming against Charlotte and Sonya Deville. Again, this weird kind of alliance here for some apparent reason, because Sonya's in the kind of just role of being a power hungry madman, and basically joined up with Charlotte for some apparent reason, which I'll never understand why. And well, not only why she's joined with Charlotte for some apparent reason, also why is she still in power if she's abusing her power and everything. I don't know, understand why. What the hell happened to general managers? I don't know, but the stipulation was that Ronda had to have one hand tied behind her back, and he was able to beat them both with one hand tied behind her back, with help of Naomi, but it just ended up. And I don't know, I wasn't really too invested in this match per se, and yeah, it just ended up Ronda Rousey just locking in the armbar or onto Sonya Deville, and she tapped out instantly, and that's kind of how I expected it. Charlotte didn't help at all, and that might lead into some impasse between the two. And I don't know, but like I said, I think the only good part of it was just Ronda Rousey locking an armbar on Sonya Deville, and just seeing Ronda Rousey in general. But yeah, like I said, that's pretty much it. I don't want to go too long with this, and we're just gonna move on. And next match on the card, we got Drew McIntyre are going against Madcap Moss in a Falls Count Anywhere match, and yeah, this is exactly what I kind of expected. Almost mauling of Madcap Moss, even though Madcap got some good hits here and there. There was mostly Drew for most of the match, but again, and there was this one just nasty part where Madcap Moss basically just landed on his neck after kind of a inverted Alabama slam. He landed on his neck, and seriously, he saw it twice, and just in real time and then replay, just in some cases, and yeah. And again, this ended up just Drew McIntyre winning against Madcap Moss. Again, exactly what I expected. It's just a match that I thought that's pretty good and entertaining. Drew just swinging on his sword to get at Corbin out of the ring and everything. And yeah, like I said, everything just I expected in this matchup. Drew McIntyre wins. We're gonna get just him and Corbin at Mania. Like I said. But that's pretty much it. Now let's move on. Next up, we have the Raw Women's Championship match with Becky Lynch going against the returning Leah. And this match, again, was pretty epic. Again, well, it was pretty good. Again, we had just back and forth. With these two, we had like a manhandle. We had Becky doing a manhandle slam to Leah, and we almost got a 1, 2, 3, and she was put her leg on the rope. We had multiple times that Leah was about to win, and I thought she was gonna win. I even thought it was even possible just to win, just to add a thing to her record, one more thing to her record. But again, it didn't happen, and it just ended up with Becky winning the championship. Again, I didn't want to go too long with this either, but again, and I know I'm going through this a little bit. I did watch it a second time and stuff like that. I was distracted by Legacy Wars a bit, but not too much. But like I said, Becky wins, and she's gonna go on to face Bianca Belair at Mania for a rematch finally. And yeah, we're gonna. Like I said, this match was pretty good. We had a standing ovation for Leah afterwards, and it was just pretty good. And like I said, and yeah, let's just go on. I think, let's just go on with another match, which I think this is the one that disappoints. And that is the Smackdown Tag Team Championship match. And this is the most disappointing match on the card and ever. So, yeah, I don't have figures of both teams at all. If I did, I would be showing like a photo still. And yeah, I am very disappointed in this match. And the fact that they had to fly over here for this. So, let's just go over this real quick. Basically, we're supposed to have Usos versus the Viking Raiders. The Viking Raiders, the War Raiders, War Machine, whatever, or they're called, with Ivar and Eric or Hanson and Rowe, whatever. We're supposed to go against the Usos, and the Usos attack them before they even get in the ring. They beat them down, and everything was thrown out. So basically, the match doesn't happen. It's no contest, and yeah, it sucks. It doesn't make any sense. And like I said, it doesn't make any sense. Why the heck you put it on the card and have it fly out here? It's just gonna do this. So yeah, disappointing match on the card. Let's go on with the main event. Which we have the Menswear Elimination Chamber match for the WWE Championship. And we have Lashley defending against Brock Lesnar, AJ Styles, Matt Riddle, Seth Rollins, and Austin Theory. I've already mentioned how my feelings about this were going in, but I was still hopeful this was going to be a good match. But yeah, by the looks of it, Brock was going to enter last or something. I don't know. I completely understand. And that it was going to be just completely random. But yeah, later on it was revealed that Brock was going to end last. Again, we had AJ Styles and Riddle in their opponents along, and then Seth Rollins and Austin Theory starting the match. And Seth Rollins basically does a buckle bomb to Austin Theory and sending it through Lashley's pod, and he was looking at Lesnar. I don't know why I said Lesnar, and just keeping an eye on him. And he was sent crashing in his head on one of the support beams out to the pod, and he was taken out basically because of concussion protocol, and that was basically confirmed that we're gonna get a new WWE champion. And so yeah, just taking him out, and yeah, and I kind of felt like what was gonna happen. Once you took Lashley out, I knew what was gonna happen. And we have AJ Styles and Riddle coming in, and then finally, when it looks like Lesnar was gonna come in, but they kind of had like Okay, here's the thing that I didn't understand. Why did they basically had Lashley coming coming next, but he was gone. So why not have Lesnar in? But basically, they were setting up for just Lesnar just kicking down the chamber pot and everything, and yeah, and that just basically went from there. And he eliminated Seth, he eliminated Riddle, he eliminated AJ with F5s. It was just a complete massacre. Eliminating him and Austin Theory, and it was almost complete mauling. It was basically a mauling, and while Austin Theory did get a couple hits in, a low blow with DDT, it did not end well. Austin Theory was trying to get out of the cage through the chain link, which that was the first. And ultimately led up to Lesnar just doing F5 off the chain pod. 1, 2, 3. We have a new WWE champion, and that's Brock Lesnar, and it's gonna be and exactly what we were expecting is going to be a title at Mania. For the title again with Roman and Lesnar are winner takes all. Again, like I said, and it's exactly what we were kind of expecting. I don't know. Yeah, so that was kind of like a mixed bag. I don't know. I think the only fun part was just seeing Austin Theory get mauled by Lesnar. That's the only fun part. The rest was just, I don't know what. I guess it's just Seth Rollins just being reckless. It's like I said. So I don't know what's gonna happen. It's just gonna, if Seth is gonna be added to the match or anyone else is gonna be added to the match, I don't know. Like I said, that is pretty much it. And for our review on Elimination Chamber, overall, this was a pretty good. It was an okay pay-per-view. It was not overall great. I think all the Saudi Arabia ones, I thought it would be a little bit better because it was Elimination Chamber, but it was still very, very iffy. There was some sluggish parts here and there, like we say the Women's Elimination Chamber match was very sluggish. The Smackdown Tag Team Championship match was disappointing, and this was kind of like a little bit mixed bag for some cases. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, we're gonna have this at Mania now, and we'll get to our predictions, reviews for the Mania. Like I said, but that's pretty much it for this video. Like I said, I'm sorry for this getting late, but like I said, I went to see the new Uncharted movie. I had Wendy's. I was talking to my dad. I was playing Power Rangers Legacy Wars, and yeah. Overall, again, like I said, this is pretty okay pay-per-view. That's pretty much it for this review and this video in general. Remember to like this video, comment down below what you guys think of this video, what you think of this review, what you think of Elimination Chamber as a whole. Just put your thoughts down below. Oh, again, like I said, and that's pretty much it for this review, for this video, and remember to subscribe, tap the bell, more videos coming soon. Remember to click that share. Remember to share to this channel to your social medias to expand the channel more. And this is 15, the Golden Wire. Wire kicking out of here.